man, every time I see something about the Detroit Lions, I'm like, what? This team is straight up beasting, right? For lack of a better term. The Detroit Lions look like one of these teams is going to be a straight juggernaut in the future in the NFC. And man, they could give my Eagles a run for their money because these dudes are doing it really big, right? Very line of scrimmage conscious. They have guys on the back end. They got my boy Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Come on, man. They done got that man, pulled him up out of Philly. Got him at a safety position there. But I was looking at this right here, and I'm like, my man Mel Kiper Jr. right here. And I take this with a grain of salt, right? It's just entertainment. A mock draft is just entertainment. You should never, ever take it as the gospel or anything like that. Just go back and look at everyone's their final mock draft, right? You know I hate mock drafts. The final mock draft for 2022 and see how the shit actually went. But look at this, right? C.J. Stroud to Carolina, Bryce Young to Houston. He had a trade up by Indiana, right? The Indianapolis Colts, getting your boy Will Levis by the Kentucky. And then you had Will Anderson to the Arizona Cardinals. Then he goes Anthony Richardson to the Seattle Seahawks. And I was like, yes, that means my boy Jalen Carter could possibly be there at number 10 for my Philadelphia Eagles, baby, playing next to Fletcher Cox for a season or two. I'm like, yes. Then I scroll right here and I'm like, oh, damn. This mama jumma would go to the Detroit Lions to play with Aiden Hutchinson and James Houston? What type of young nucleus is that? That shit would be hard, man. And you already talked about one of the best offenses. I don't know anything about Detroit's fan base or anything like that, but I can almost guarantee you most of the mama jummas probably don't like Jared Goff. I like Jared Goff a lot. I almost did something last year. Right when he was traded, I was about to, or a couple of years ago, I was about to say I thought he was a better than Matthew Stafford. I definitely love Detroit's ability to push the ball down the field. You see this deep over route here to Khalif Raymond, and back to the basket play action fake here. I think the Lions could use a guy like my man, Granddaddy, right? I call him Granddaddy. Darnell Washington, who we've covered ad nauseum here on the channel with the Georgia coverage here for the past however many years, from his blocking prowess and his ability to work in the catch game as well, right? In the pass game, he would do wonders, but his blocking would be dope as hell. But you can see here, man, your boy Jared Goff can push the ball down the field with the best of them. I always thought he had that elongated delivery, but it never really seems to matter at all. But the man can definitely throw the rock. He can pass the rock right there. Give him enough time right there. They have two bookend tackles along there. Getting another guy, this is when they had T.J. Hockenson here, who can block like one of them tackles like a Darnell Washington. My God, that would be incredible. Look at him. Look at the product placement right here. Oh, virgin tight window to Khalif Raymond here. On this joint, you see a sail route here by Hockenson, and he does a good job of getting the ball down the field once again here. This time you got Raymond in kinetic motion there. No play action needed. Jaka. And then Hockenson does a good job there getting yak after the catch. I thought Hockenson was faster than that, though. But, hey, it just depends on who you're running against, I guess, there. But, oh, my man. Look at the throat, though. Goff can push the ball down the field at all quadrants there, man. You talk about having a cat like St. Brown on the team, right? I knew DJ Chark was going to be expendable because Jamison Williams is about to explode next year. One of the better deep threats you'll see, period. And he can work all quadrants. You can work the quick game. He'll give you a long gainer. I think Jamison Williams is going to be a star. Obviously, the Rams end up winning the Super Bowl. I'm glad I didn't do that, John, right here. But, man, the very next season, I don't know. Because your boy Matthew Stafford was hooked up with a whole bunch of weapons in that Super Bowl run, and Detroit had to build his weaponry up. And you see, man, when they got those weapons together for your man Jared Goff, he went off, no doubt about that. And he looked very much like how Matthew Stafford looked. But adding a Jalen Carter in, right? And notice how people didn't say anything about this. Nobody wanted to come back and apologize talking about Jalen Carter all crazy. People were saying that he killed somebody and all this and that, right? When the shit actually comes out, realistically, then people tuck their tails and hide. Look, Jalen Carter pleaded no contest Thursday to charges of reckless driving and racing, right? These were misdemeanor charges. Now he gets 12 months of probation, a $1,000 fine, 80 hours of community service, and has to attend a state-approved defensive driving course. Listen, the state is forever barred from bringing additional charges against Carter. So that's lock, stock, and barrel is done. Listen, the intent carries the character. This man did not intend for anyone to die that night, right? He was horse playing with his people. They killed themselves. You can't make a grown adult horse play with you, right? As aggressive and as dumb as it is to be recklessly driving and street racing with your friends, you can't make somebody do that. So people coming here saying that he killed somebody, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life, man. Come on. Stop being a hater in life, man. Roll with the facts. Don't adjust the facts. Roll with just the facts, as my man Jay-Z once said, right? So they're happy for the resolution of this one right here. And other stuff came out that said that he never left, right, the scene, right? Carter stopped his car and ran toward the wrecked car while his passenger called 911. He was with another person. They called 911. Even after being informed that he could leave, he came back and answered additional questions. So what are we doing here? They said he did not consume any alcohol or use any illegal substances. So he would have been arrested for DUI. He would have been vehicular manslaughter or something like that. None of that happened. None of that happened. So we can close the case on this one, and you can shift your hate towards something else other than this now, right? Definitely a terrible situation, but it was an accident. There was no ill intent. He didn't carry a gun, do anything to somebody. There's no domestic violence. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? I do know this. This Mama Jumma's a savage. Listen, Detroit had a glaring weakness in its rushing defense. Someone like Jalen Carter would tie all that in together, along with the Aiden Hutchinson and, of course, a James Houston coming in there. Whether it be on money downs, him rushing the passer, we know he can get after the passer. But complete pocket disruption, Jalen Carter is your man. You can see right here, split tire. He straight ruined that right tackle's life. Right. My man right there. Let's be real about it. He'll be needing a service dog. Look at this. Usually the low man wins, right? The right tackle actually gets up under Jalen Carter. It does not matter. Split tire. That's just complete savagery and strength. Disallowing them to run that inside zone, right? Completely blows that up. The running back's like, oh my God, what just happened? I can't get to the A-gap now. Nope, he tries to bounce out something that's probably designed to get to the A-gap, right? He's taking it all the way down there to the sideline, trying to get away from Jalen Carter. That's hard. You got to see that one more time. Full speed. Spluck tire. Getting to your running back, baby. You gonna eat your cornbread? Nah, come on. Detroit definitely needs that in his life. All right, before I leave, check this out right here. Detroit has 2 selections within the first 18 picks. The first pick being number 6. They have the 6th and the 18th pick. Come on. What are they doing out here, man? Much love to that brother. That's the GM out there, man. He's doing big things out there. No doubt about that. Brad Holmes is big time out there. Also, what do they have? Let's see what else is popping with these boys. The 48th pick? What? Come on, man. That's hard. What? That is absolutely hard. No doubt about that, man. Am I missing one? I don't see another one right here. But, man, just that alone right there, man. Those 3 picks in the first 48. The first 48. Come on, man. Listen, much love to a city like Detroit. I can respect it, man, being out here. Out in the South Jersey, Philly area, man, we can definitely respect a city like Detroit. So I definitely want to see Detroit on his feet. Much love out there, man. And we'll see how this goes. Obviously, they still can't be better than my Eagles, but, man, they can definitely be along the lines of an Eagles or getting close to it. We shall see there. But I like the basis of it. I like what I saw last year. They just need to get that defense together. And, yeah, Detroit. Oh, snap. The 55th pick, too. right? 4 within the top 55 selections, and they already have a pretty dope roster as it's constructed. They will only get better, man. But let me know what you think about the Detroit Lions and its prospect for the foreseeable future and how it holds up out there in the NFC North, all right? It's your boy Mid-Atlantic Murph. As always, thank you to all the supporters out there. Much love. Salute. Strike the band.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.